Hey everyone, Healing Fairy here with your weekly energy update. This week we're tuning into the week of September 1st to 27th to see what is coming up for this week. And our crystal this week is fluorite, so woohoo! So let's get right into it. The first energetic theme this week that's coming through is a sense of new. And it's this essentially a new open door for a lot of you guys. So some of you were just kind of feeling into it. It could be an idea that shows up this week that is going to be really significant later on. And it can also just be a sense of there's a new opportunity in front of you. Like, that's pretty straightforward, right? So it's something in the air, it's something in the atmosphere, and if you're really familiar with tarot, it really reminds me of the Two of Wands. So it's just like there's a new door opening this week. It's also this sense of okay, I can breathe a little bit more, because August was kind of crazy. August was kind of wild, so we're definitely hitting a more opening of energy. So, you know, you'll be able to breathe a little bit more, or have a little bit more space, you know, more energy to extend yourself, and more space to follow what you want to follow, you know, to listen to your heart and stuff like that. So whether it's just an idea or you're fully seeing this new coming in, that energy is definitely flowing in for pretty much everybody, I would say. So okay, theme number 2, we got the Swan with Demonstrate Grace and Majesty. This is for about 30% of you guys, and it's the fact that you are influencing a lot of people. You're either a parent, a trusty friend, or, you know, in a leadership position at work, and a lot of people look up to you. So it's so important that you demonstrate this sense of grace, majesty, compassion, simpleness, positivity, because you're affecting like a lot of people around you, and maybe even you're affecting one person, but that's still so important. The energy that you put out and your intention behind what you're doing is huge. So if you come off as aggressive, mean, controlling, you know, people are taking that, people are being affected by that. But the reverse can be very healing, very empowering, and you inspire people to be just like you. So, and this is so hard to do when you're going through struggles, so remember that it's sometimes just being able to show up and do the best that you can. It's not about being anything big, great, you know, it's not about you being this god and surpassing human limitations, you know. It is really just about doing the best that you can. So, you're beautiful, keep going, don't give up, okay? Theme number 3, we got the Go with Act from Innate Wisdom. So there's something you're navigating this week, and all it does is require your wisdom. And wisdom is something that you've learned from experience. So something you're going through is going to be asking for you to use your tools, use your knowledge, you know, use what you already know that has worked for this. So make sure that you're being mindful of this. It's kind of also telling you that, hey, you have the means necessary to overcome this, to deal with this obstacle. And sometimes when we look at it, we get overwhelmed because it looks so big, or it seems daunting, or it's maybe something we feel like we haven't dealt with before. But a lot of the same energy in this, whatever it is very similar to something you've seen before. So just keep that in mind, okay? This is about 25% of you guys, I'd say. So this doesn't affect everybody. Some of you guys are really hitting that like first theme of just new opening doors, new things coming in. But this is for those who aren't necessarily there quite yet, okay? So you know what to do, trust yourself. It's also just like sometimes we want to act on instinct, like intuitively, instinctually. This is just what I feel like is right for me, and that's really valid as well. It doesn't have to be like, I don't know, you guys may be watching these videos like, I have to be a psychic and I have to see the future, and like, no, it's like very standard human shit, like so just be kind to yourself. Okay, theme number 4, We got, have you asked your angels for help with this? So something that I get from angels whenever I do readings for people is they want to help you. And that is probably one of their biggest message that they get me to spread around to you guys is ask the angels for help. It can be for a parking spot. It can be for just support today. It can be for protection because you forgot to put it on this morning. If you want to dig even deeper, get familiar with your angels. Who's who does what. Archangel Michael is really good for protection, clearing out energy, and the list goes on and on kind of thing. So I work with them daily, and I'm always calling them in. So make sure you're calling them in because they can make a huge difference. But because we have free will, they can't just step in randomly and influence your life and make decisions for you and, you know, influence things. So allowing them to help you for your highest good allows them to step in. So, and know that they're high frequency. Like, there's no BS, no negativity. They're here supporting you for your highest good. So ask your angels. They can help take the load off. They can help make things easier. They can help you have just a better day overall. So call them in. The last theme is sacral chakra. So this is a big one. Your sacral is where your creative center, it usually lies kind of at the base of your pelvis or inside your pelvis. It's your sexual organs, your kidneys, things like that. And this week, just be mindful of it. You know, if you're hitting a surplus of harsh chemicals and things like that, your body's probably going to react. So if anything this week, it'll be really good to detox, stay away from heavy things, lower energy things, big crowds, toxic, maybe even greasy food, and surround yourself with good energy, space to breathe, healthy things, and even so, it's going to be a great time to purify, clear out yourself. So if you're thinking of doing a detox, this is the week to do it. This will help to really clear out that center so that it's functioning properly and beautifully. So the other thing the sacral brings is, again, creativity, rebirth, sexuality. So these are all things that maybe you're working to heal through. I find a lot of people with, you know, who experienced trauma as a child, and especially sexual trauma, it gets stored in this area. And you'll tend to have maybe kidney issues, lower back pain, those things surface like that. So if you're dealing with any issues in that area, that could be a sign that, hey, you've got a block in this center and you need a little bit of work to help heal it. So bring your focus and your attention back to this. And things that can help heal: wearing orange, dancing, being creative, allowing your inner child to kind of come out. And so, like, go outside and do some chalk or play with a soccer ball, you know, like things like that, that as a kid we love to do. And as an adult, you're like, well, I'm not gonna do that. That's what kids do. But, like, fuck that. You do you. So those are all our themes for this coming week. So lots of energies still, but it's definitely not as chaotic, I'd say. Things have slowed down a little bit. So our crystal this week is fluorite. This is awesome. Fluorite is one of my favorites, and it comes in many different colors, as you can see. So this one's got a lot of, so you got the green, blue, purple, white, and each color does something different. Now, I know for a fact that the purple is to help open up your third eye. That one helps to connect you with spirit, with source, your angels. The white one is quite purifying. Green is healing. It actually absorbs the negativity in a room. So I always recommend this crystal for people who are looking for a crystal to help balance the energies out, and I usually pair it with black tourmaline. But this crystal this week is going to help you with all the bullshit that you're dealing with. So, yeah, definitely consider getting some. It is one that needs to be cleared out a lot, so if you're one of those people that already have fluorite, make sure you cleanse your crystal. Like, this is probably the day to do it. Sage it. Don't put it underwater because it can disintegrate. It's one of those. So it'd be more saging and in the moonlight. And don't leave it in the sun because it will fade. So awesome crystal to help support you at this time. And it's beautiful. Like, oh, look at all those colors. Okay guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next week.